Hey everyone, today we're going to quickly cover a really cool triplet pattern. It's not necessarily something that you would play in its entirety if you're improvising, but you can take nice big chunks of it and use it. I simply put it all together so that you have a nice big easy practice pattern to use, and it will terminate on the root note of the key. Everything we're doing in this example is in the key of C, and I'm using 3-note per string scales. For those of you who haven't used them before, a 3-note per string scale in the key of C looks like this. There are lots of 3 notes per string scales, but the one I just played here is the one that begins on the root note of C. We will be using a portion of that one as well as a couple of other 3-note per string shapes above it. There's no need for us to go through all of those 3-note per string shapes. I just wanted to put that out there because we're using a triplet pattern and these 3-note per string shapes work really well with those. So this phrase, for which you can grab the tab down below in the description, it's broken up into 3 sections, and the 3 sections are basically identical in their phrasing, but they use different parts of the major scale. So let's begin on the 13th fret of the B string. It goes up to 15, 17, then we jump to the E string and play 13, 15, 17, back down to 15, 13, then we jump all the way back up to 17, 15, 13. Now we move across to the B string on 17th fret, 15, 13, back up to 15, 17, 15, and 13. Altogether, here's what we have. Let me put a little bit more emphasis on the triplet feel so you can hear that. When you finish that, we move down to the next section, which is going to be phrased identically, but we're in the next section of the major scale system here. So on the 12th fret, 13, 15, up to the E string, 12, 13, 15, back down to 13, 12, back up to 15, 13, 12, cross down to the B string, 15, 13, 12, back up to 13, 15, 13, 12. All together. The last segment begins on the 10th fret, same sort of phrasing again, the triplet feel, all the same sort of movement through the fragment, the scale fragment here, but we are now in that major scale that we started out with at the beginning of the video, and we're in the top portion of it here, beginning on the 10th fret, 12th, 13, up to the E string, 10, 12, 13, 12, 10, back up to 13, 12, 10, down to 13 on the B string, 12, 10, back up to 12, 13, 12, 10. All together. At the end of these 3 phrases, we simply then play a couple more triplets down the scale shape on the 3rd string, 12, 10, 9, 4th string, 12, 10, 9, and then we end on the C, right there on the 10th fret. Here's the whole phrase played slowly enough that you can hear all the parts. I think that whole thing phrases beautifully. It sounds really good when you pick up the speed on it. And I don't think you have to use the whole thing, of course, when you're improvising. You can simply use portions of it. As you can see, it's 3 of the same sort of phrasings in a row, just in different parts using different scale fragments. So you get that different sound. It sounds really cool. And if you're having any difficulty getting through scale fragments like this so that you can make longer phrases, Click on this video up here that I'll link because I cover a running and walking exercise, well actually 4 different exercises there, that really help you clean up your picking in a short amount of time. If you enjoyed learning this phrase today, please make sure to hit that like button. It's the best free way you can help my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you're made aware of new video releases. If you want to join our Patreon community, you can go over to patreon.com/PaulWarrenMusic. And another great free way to support the channel is you can shop through my Sweetwater affiliate links down below. Get your guitar strings, get your picks, get your guitars, your amps, whatever. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it helps the channel out a little bit, and I really do appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.